not sleep last night. No,
I know that feeling.
Yeah, hold us in
but
stock.
I do really sincerely thank all of you. I thank Suba for your leadership, Brenda for your coordination of all the volunteers, and all of you volunteers for being here today. Jim for coming up from Richmond to be part of our group. And real quick, just so everyone.
ARP rocks! All right.
No, you don't have to sign.
Can I get a badge?
Yep, absolutely.
Yes, pass your award and the speaker will begin.
Hi, I'm Joanne. I'm Suba's wife, Joanne Sadie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And today you're wearing this red shirt, so you're an AARP volunteer.
I'm an AARP volunteer, here to greet people coming into the session today.
And why do you volunteer?
Oh, well, you meet interesting people, and plus you know that the work you're doing is helping others. So it's to help others, but also.
I volunteer because I wanted to do something in my retirement or make a contribution to give back, and I had a very good career.
I'm Stacy Scravis, and I'm with Cabot Creamery.
Cabot Creamery.
Yes.
Okay, great. And so, what's your role here today with AARP?
Well, my role is to actually, in the morning, we're going to be educating individuals that are coming in a little bit about Cabot. So we have H products, H cheese that's lactose free, and we also are showcasing our yogurt today, which you're sampling, and with fresh berries. So there it is. And so later on today, I'm going to be talking about healthy aging, and there's a presentation at 1 o'clock. And
Welcome to AARP's Boomer Academy. Register both of you and you'll get him signed up. Okay.
okay.
Christy?
Thank you.
What motivated you to come to this event today?
To prepare for my retirement.
And anybody else?
Enjoy my retirement. the topics. Get educated on the topic.
So speaking of retirement, what's your philosophy on aging?
My philosophy is to stay well and try to enjoy it.
My philosophy is to be happy and live a long life.
Yes, my philosophy is the same, to enjoy life. Stay healthy and have a balanced life.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
I wanted to start by just asking in this room how many of you are already retired? All right, so more than half for sure, and the rest of us will at some point be retiring. So I'm going to talk about what it is to thrive in retirement. So what is it to thrive? What do we think about when we think about thriving? We probably have different ideas.
Very good topic, good information. I really felt motivated.
What was your takeaway from the talk?
It was, like I said, it was really fabulous because she gave us lots of different options, because a lot of times people think one resolution is a good resolution, and in this case she gave lots of different options because different personality types want different options.
I think to make sure that life is meaningful as well as full of just happy personal experiences.
Yes, stay more involved and not just sit and watch TV and get out into the community.
Staying active and engaged. Awesome.
Hello, welcome to the AARP event. We're greeters. Don't forget to go to the registration table.
Mostly what we do is smile.
Be happy, help others, be deliberate about the decisions that you make in retirement. Never give up. What does it say? If you rest, you rust.
Do something that invokes your passion. So I actually went on these semi-job interviews with not that much kind of a stress level on me. And I went to these different organizations. And I said, and I actually volunteered. And I'm like, it's not invoking any passion. So somebody told me about art. This is a true story. And I said, I don't really do anything with insurance. No. You volunteer. Really? Are you sure? So it was a friend of a friend, and that's how I got hold of Amber. We had coffee, and she said the magical words, Suba, what do you want to do? Wow, really? You're asking me? Because the other organization said, this is what we have. and this is what you're going to do. And she said, what do you want to do? Like, oh wow, I like to present. Oh really? Well, we have all these different presentations. And that's how I recruited my good friend Paul he also does brain health. So, but these are the things you learn about an organization. And
you know, like a lifetime benefits calculation for you, have them do it. Because depending on your age and your health and all those kinds of things, maybe it makes sense to claim, you know, right at 66 or 67 and not wait to 70.
A little on that. With all the love I have in my heart, you can't find.
So, what's your takeaway? Is this your first AARP event?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. And would you recommend this to your family and friends?
I would. I have.
Even if you don't like them?
No, if I don't like him, I won't recommend.
I won't recommend. Okay, just checking. And let's see what else. And so, what's one thing you're taking away from that you learned today that you plan on using in life?
I think these presentations are useful, and the people that are making them are quite informed.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
101 class, and I got some interesting information around tax ramifications for the benefits that we plan on collecting when we reach retirement age.
What do you think about when you? What comes to your mind when you hear the word AARP?
The association, the American Association of Retired People, is what comes.
Cheese, but my name is Stacy Stravis. I'm a registered dietitian. I work for Cabot Creamery. I do a lot of their events. I've actually worked and done a lot of AARP events in Florida. That's where I'm from. And so we're talking a little bit about Cabot, but we're going to really put more about healthy aging and the age and what we need to do. The first thing, for those that are not familiar with Cabot Creamery, we've actually been around for a little over 100 years. And is that all it takes is a little heart to promote wellness at any age, and it's never too, you're never too old and you're never too young to do some type of work. My youngest son and I, we do a lot of different activities together. I have two boys, I have a 17-year-old and a 13-year-old, and my youngest son and I, we do a lot in the community with volunteer. We do a lot in the community with picking up trash. I live on the east coast of Florida, and so it's very close to the beach, and so I showcase 3 different cheeses. Today we're going to be giving out a reduced fat in this classroom setting, but we actually showcased 2 of the aged cheddars that were in the other room. The great thing about our cheddars, they're all naturally aged, so there's no artificial enzymes or anything that's added to them to age.
They can better prepare for them as well. And AARP has joined that Silver Shield coalition within the county, and we will go with them into senior citizen centers, community centers to help educate Fairfax County citizens on the kinds of frauds that are happening in their neighborhoods, and to help them better prepare as well. So I hear a lot of stories from a lot of the different task force groups.
Okay, so we have today with us Chris. Chris, you attended some of these classes. What did you think of them?
I thought it was pretty good. Very
Really?
informative.
Which one did you attend?
I did the 5 pillars of brain health.
Awesome. What's your takeaway from that?
I don't think I learned anything earth-shattering, but it's good foundational material. It's good reinforcement.
So what are the 5 pillars, Chris?
I don't know. Relaxation was the last one. Nutrition. I can't remember what they are. I have to check my notes.
Right, okay. So they're diet, exercise, sleep, interest and interaction.
Yeah. Well, relax was the last one. I remember that.
Right. Well, great. And were your parents a member of AARP?
I believe they still are.
Awesome. And what benefits do you use the most of AARP?
I've come to a couple of these events. I've done some of the discounts, but probably not enough to cover the membership. What else? Like you said, I think the newsletter and the magazine are interesting reading.
And a lobby having a lobby?
Well, the lobby, but I mean that's sort of behind the scenes.
Right.
I mean, that doesn't. I don't take direct benefit from that, but it does. You know, it is a benefit. Yeah.
Just yet.
Right. So let me ask you
It's
this:
not a benefit that I feel directly, but it does come into play.
what's
yeah.
your philosophy on aging?
What's my philosophy on aging? Do it gracefully. It's gonna be tough to avoid.
I like that.